Hey there, thanks for joining me again on another tutorial on creating a brush on Procreate on your iPad. Thank you again to everyone who supported and gave me feedback on my first video or my first tutorial. I appreciate it and look forward to creating more brushes for you guys to use and enjoy. I figured that today we elaborate and build upon the first brush that we created. I wanted to create a brush today for the body of the snake. That way we can use the previous brush we created along with the new one to take our snake body or snake creation a step further in our drawings. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and grab your favorite pen that you like to use. In this case, make sure your canvas has the drawing guide option available. If you don't, click on the canvas option on the wrench, hit the drawing guide option, edit drawing guide, and make sure you're selecting the symmetry option down below right here. Hit done. Now you should see a line pretty much dividing the page. What we're going to do next is create a circle. Once you create it, hold down until you kind of have that shape there. And what we're going to do next is we're going to add a couple of dots right above that circle there. I'll make it bigger there so you guys can see what I'm doing there. So I create a circle, put two little dots here. Should be the top of our snake. Next, we're going to do the belly. What we're going to do, we're going to start from the middle and create this little shape there. As you can see, that's going to be the snake belly. Next, what you want to do is we're going to hit the wrench, go into our add option, copy canvas. What we're going to do is we're going to use under the inking option, what we're going to do is we're going to use a syrup brush. We're going to slide to the left, duplicate it, should give us syrup number 1. On syrup brush, we're going to click on it. It's going to give you the settings for the brush. You're going to go down to shape, and you're going to hit the shape source. In the upper right corner, you should see edit. Hit edit, and we're going to hit import. As you can see there, import and then paste. So what's going to happen is you're going to have the file displayed that we copied. Next, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and or just single tap actually with 2 fingers. So now you'll see that it turns into a transparent design. Hit done. Now what you're going to do is you're going to test the brush by doing a swipe here. Now, as you can see, there's really nothing that looks like a snake body yet. So what you're going to want to do is on the upper left-hand corner, hit stroke path, and that should give you the options for spacing, jitter, and fall off. On spacing, go ahead and bring your spacing down, I would say probably to a good 14, 15, somewhere around there, whatever works for you. Next, we're going to go hit stabilization, and I'm going to hit streamline about 20% and stabilization about 30%. That should be good enough. Also, let's go to properties and let's check the maximum size under brush behavior. And what you want to do is you want to make sure you increase the maximum size probably all the way to the top, to the max part, and that will allow your snake to be nice and big. Next, to rename your brush, go down to about this brush, and you're gonna go ahead and click on syrup, and you should be able to rename your brush there. I'm gonna name it snake body. Done. So now we have the snake body, and let's test it out. So I'm going to clear my canvas here with 3-finger swipe, pinch it so it can resize to the whole page, and I'm going to turn off my assisted drawing also here. If you click on your layer and hit drawing assist, go ahead and hit that option to turn off your drawing assist ruler. Alright, let's see what this brush does now. I'm going to up my brush size, and voila, there you go. So now you have a snake brush that will allow you to pretty much map out a snake body design. And how do we use the previous brush with this new brush? Alright, so here's a little tip that I'm going to give you so you can use this brush with the previous brush, right? So what I like to do is I am going to make snake shape, just a basic snake shape. Next, I am going to add a layer. I'm going to bring down the opacity on my next layer. You hit it by clicking the end there, or just on the layer tab, and you should be able to manipulate the opacity of the layer. On my new layer, what you're going to do is outline that shape that you created on the old layer. So we're going to go ahead and just outline the reference body we created. It's very important that you make sure all your ends on that snake body are completely closed. And let's do a little sample of how this snake brush can be used. And I'm just going to make a quick little head there. So that's my snake. That's what it looks like. I'm going to hit the wrench key and click on canvas and remove my drawing guide there so I don't have that ruler in the middle. So as you can see here, this is a snake body, a rough one. Obviously you take your time and create the one that you like, but this is just to show you how we can create that snake body. Next is go ahead and turn off that layer with the reference of the snake body. Next, create a new layer. So now that you have your snake, make sure that we set the outline layer as a reference. And our new layer, we're going to hit the S on the upper left-hand corner of the iPad and go into automatic. This is our selection option. So what you're going to do is you're going to select the first section of the snake. Go into your brushes, go to the previous snake you created for your snakes. And what you're going to do is, now that the snake brush is created, or now that the body is selected, you're going to run your snake brush. And you're going to notice how you have scales. And same again, make sure you hit your selection option. Now it's in blue. And now that it's selected, make sure you go to your brushes. And now you have it. Now there's some parts where, you know, you're going to make your own adjustments on the brush. As you can see here, the tapering of it's a bit off, but it's so easy for you to just erase. Perhaps a new layer, make the selection, grab your brush, and and just finish it off. Make sure you erase the previous overlaying. So as you can see, it gives you an idea on how to utilize both brushes on, helping just lay down the rough ideas for a snake. And I hope it comes to use in your art creations. Let me know if you would like to see any brushes that I can help you create, perhaps. And thanks again for tuning in and going through this super easy tutorial on expanding on creating that snake. Thanks again. Bye.